Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video today. Today's going to be a longer video, as we have to do the final part of our three-part series about all of my animals, and Leopard Gecko will be there, but we have some other things that we need to get done today, and I think I should start by making my bed. Cool. It's not great, but it does the deed for now. The bed is somewhat made. There's the computer, things like that. But we have some other things we need to do today. He needs a new salad, probably. He's under there, so maybe cover it up with some dirt and see. I'm not sure how I feel about him going in there, but we'll see how long he stays down in there. And then we have our part about Cosmo. We'll do a little feeding with Cosmo to show you. And here's our little bearded dragon friend. He's on his hammock all the way up on top. That's just him. If we have any live crickets, I'll also feed him and get that part of the video up. But first, I think it's time I flatten some of these vines, or at least detangle them. It kind of seems like, you thought it was a full face reveal. Absolutely not. You thought, so we need to get these vines somewhat untangled, so I'll come back right after a jiffy. Hello everybody, I'm back. It's kind of intriguing how this one came out. It's definitely like a vine you might hang on, like so, or hang up, like somewhere, like a hanging plant or something. So, not quite sure how that is gonna work. Next up, I think we get to our segment on leopard geckos. All right. Welcome back here. We've got our segment for leopard geckos now. Leopard geckos have been the reptile that I've worked with the most over my experience owning reptiles, living with reptiles, and so forth and so on. They've definitely been really cool pets, and I'm really happy that I get to spend all of this time with these animals because they are extremely cool. And I love working with them. Now, if you give me 1 second, I'll get Cosmo. Boop. Back to reality here. This is Cosmo. Cosmo is my leopard gecko. I've had her for about 6 years. 5 or 6 years at this point. She's a good girl. She eats really well, and she's really long compared to most leopard geckos. So she can't see very well. That was kind of the pet store's mismanagement with the amount of calcium she got, which led her to kind of not be properly kept. She's a normal morph, but I love her dearly. She lives in this small 20-gallon enclosure. It's definitely the smallest enclosure here at the Nathan Exotics, but it does what it needs to do. She is happy. She drinks a lot, which is something I actually didn't expect from a leopard gecko. She's got her heating pad set up. She's got her house. Her house needs to be updated, but like I've tried to take it out and put another hide in there, but she's like, actually, I'm just not gonna sleep, so I might update it and put the coconut hide in here and take that one and put that one in there and see how she reacts to that. But that will be eventually. But until that time, it'll be like this. It might change very shortly, but leopard geckos, my opinions on them. They are probably the best beginner pet to have as a reptile. Bearded dragons are very nice to take care of and somewhat easy to take care of as well. But leopard geckos, unless you're afraid of bugs, then they will make great pets. Just like I was saying a second ago, unless you're afraid of bugs. They are tame, they love being held, they'll just chill here all day. And they are just so fun to be around. Their claws aren't sharp compared to some of the other lizards I've owned and previously had, like my old bearded dragon Ego. He was very spiky and prickly, and he was still a gentle giant to hold, but he could scratch you up pretty good. Cosmo isn't going to do that because Cosmo has these tiny little hands here. So Cosmo isn't really going to do anything. So leopard geckos are definitely amazing pets if you want to own them. Now, we got a couple feedings to do, so let's get ready for them. First up, food-wise, we're going to feed the leopard gecko. My leopard gecko eats superworms and larger crickets because she is a really big leopard gecko. Most leopard geckos are probably only going to eat mealworms, waxworms, or crickets. It's just how it is. My girl's pretty big, so I'm going to feed her some mealworms. I'm going to calcium them up in my calcium chamber. That's what I like to call it. And then, we'll feed her. Most insects absolutely stink, and mealworms are no exception to that. Mealworms or superworms, they both really stink. So I'm just trying to calcium them up a little bit. They usually take a little more to get that calcium stuck to them, but if you just shake it around, my calcium chamber usually ends up doing the trick. So, without further ado, let's get ready for feeding. Look at the beast waiting to eat. So I've got kind of a live feed going on here. This is kind of going to be my way of showing how they eat. So I've got these all powdered up mealworms, and hopefully she's going to want to eat. Let's see if she wants it. Oh, she sees it. She's coming on out. She's trying to skimp her away. She can't see very well, so she might not go for it, but I think she's gonna go for this one. I think there's anywhere for this mealworm to really escape to. I think she's gonna nibble that one up. That one's gonna start coming towards Cosmo. Oh, here we go. I think we may have the first action. Ooh, I don't know if Cosmo's hungry. Oh, turns the head. The mealworm probably can't get past the house, but it's gonna get past there anyway. I'm not particularly sure if she's hungry at this very moment, so we will see. So the mealworm kind of came back closer to her, and there she goes. Look at her nibble that up. She eats like a champ. So I'm gonna leave this feed here. You guys can get just kind of a look at her. Just trying to get the angle so that I can use something. There you go. You can get a nice look at her as I prepare the second mealworm. She's probably gonna creep back into her house. That's not unusual. It is daytime. I'm giving her meal a little early. They are nocturnal creatures. That doesn't mean she isn't gonna eat for us today, because she's doing a great job at it. So let's see if she wants another one. Oh, my phone just fell, so we're actually gonna pick it up. I don't know if she realizes there's another one here. Here, well, we'll bring it. Then we'll politely ask her to maybe take a look at it. Maybe. Unless she's not hungry, then she won't go for it. Ooh, she's moving that tail around. I don't know how she feels about this wriggly little mealworm. Then you kind of push your tail around. I don't know if I'm just gonna help her, because, like I said, she's quite a bit blind. I'm just going to want to see if she wants to take it here. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, good girl. Oh, you missed it a little. Oh, you got her. Good girl, Cos. As we're just gonna let this feed go up. She is just an amazing leopard gecko. People say she's kind of chunky, which she might be. I might spoil her a little. But make sure she gets plenty of exercise. She gets to come out. It's not like, oh gee whiz, she's fat and obese and can't walk. I have to assist her with her food, but that's alright. Ooh, that's a squiggly little demon here. It's going fast. Ooh, there we go. And that's really the end of her food there. So that was a good feeding. She did really well. She seems really happy. She might be pregnant, so I'll have to keep you posted. I might start an Instagram account just to get updates on her, because she really is just a magnificent lizard, and I love her a lot. So she's always gonna hold a special place in my heart. So that's Cosmo. That's really her feeding for the day. And this is the first feeding I think you guys have ever seen on the channel. So, and you guys got quite a bit of it. You didn't just get a little. So, hope you guys are proud. I think this is going to wrap it up for this video. I think when I make the salads, prep the salads, and put some new things maybe in some other guys' enclosures, I think I might do that in a separate video. But for now, guys, I think that's goodbye. Or, I think we're pretty close to leaving. My name is Nathan, and I love reptiles. And I want to ask you guys all to stay curious, because these reptiles love us, and we love them. Say goodbye, Cosmo. She's saying goodbye. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace out.